How will today's Excel tip enhance your data analysis? Join us in this detailed tutorial from our expert trainer who walks you through each step. Let's get started.
Now we're going to talk about different icon sets as well as colors. So you're going to see that there's a bunch of preset options for conditional formatting that you may prefer that are very nice looking and very automated. So in this case, notice how I have all of these sales figures here. Now I'm going to show you a nice keyboard shortcut for selecting all my content, starting from the top, going all the way down. It's going to save me a lot of time and a lot of stress in case I make any mistakes. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose B2. I'm going to highlight everything down below by doing Control and Shift at the same time and then tapping the down arrow. And that went down all the way 100 rows. So now if I go over here to conditional formatting again, this time we're going to focus on this section. We have the data bars, color scales, and icon sets. For the data bars and color scales, I'm just going to give you a nice little preview to show you what it looks like. And then we are going to focus on icon sets for the most of this lesson. So you can see here as I mouse over, it gives me a nice little preview of what data bars can do. Now each of these is its own color, but what's determining what's showing on the screen in terms of how far these data bars go? Well, Excel has taken in every single number that's in my selection and it's put it together from beginning all the way to end. And it's calculated the lowest all the way to the highest number within that whole array of data. Now you'll notice as I hover over any one of these, you're going to see that yes, the color changes, but if you look at some of the lower numbers, like for example in row 76, it's 10,000, and it has less than the one that's in 74, that has 19,000. So it's essentially kind of like a bar graph. So that can be really helpful. So if I click on that, you're going to see how it's going to show all my data. So notice that the 24,000 number is actually very high, so it fills up almost the entire cell. That's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and undo that. So we have nothing inside here. Click on undo. And now one more time, I'm going to go over to here to conditional formatting. And this time, let's check out the color scales. Now the color scales, as you hover over one of these, you notice that it actually does take over the entire cell, but the color that's on there is determining the degree of where it lives within that curve. So notice in this case, the lower numbers are in red and the higher numbers are in green. Let's go over to this one. Right, you can see that the color scale now changes a little bit. There's actually maybe 4 colors, and you can see how it's going to vary accordingly. Now, if I just go ahead and choose one of these, and then I come back over to here to Manage Rules, you're going to notice that I have the ability to then really control this. So if I choose this one here and I say Edit Rule, notice that the control that I'm talking about is what colors I can have in there. So my low colors are going to be in red, my high colors are going to be in blue, and of course I can also adjust what is the percentile in the midpoint for what that means. That might be a little bit beyond what you're interested in right now, but I at least wanted to show you this in case some of you are curious. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel out of that. I'm going to go ahead and undo this. And at this time, let's focus on the amazing icon sets. Now again, I'm just going to mouse over this just to demonstrate. I move my mouse over these, mouse over. Let's go over here to these circles. Okay, and you're going to see that again, just based like how we saw in the data bars and the color scales, these colors of the icons are now going to be determined by where the numbers live within the whole curve. Let's go ahead and try these. Great. Okay, fantastic. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose this indicator here. Love that. Now, what if I didn't want it to be this X, but I really did want it to be this green check mark and this exclamation point? I'm kind of wishy-washy about that as well. So earlier, how I showed you, we can go over here to our Manage Rules. I want you to notice that if I choose that, I will then be able to edit this rule and then pick and choose which icon styles I want. Again, changing it from one to the other, and then from here, being able to really customize what is going to be the high value, what's going to be the mid-range value, and what's going to be the lowest value as far as which icons I apply. And on the right-hand side, you'll see that where are these icons even coming from? What is the math that's even being calculated to determine what icon gets what? Well, you'll see here in the top 33%, they're going to get this green check mark. In the mid 33%, they're going to get this yellow exclamation point, and then the lowest, when it's below 33%, it's going to get this red. Okay, so let's go ahead and now just change these. So I'm going to make this just be a very simple green flag, and then let's go ahead and change this one to something a little bit different. Let's go ahead and give it maybe a triangle. All right, pretty neat. And then let's just kind of do a nice little hodgepodge of this. And then for this one, let's just go ahead and just do like a star. Okay, I want to make sure everybody gets, something kind of positive, so I can very easily change that. Now, while we're here, let's just also identify this option to show the icon only. Because sometimes we don't really care about the number. We're just only putting it maybe next to the value, next to the name of the person, or next to the name of the company or the store, something like that. But we don't really need to know the number necessarily. So what it would do is it would replace the numbers and only show the icons. Still, it's still communicating something visually, but we don't actually have the numbers there. So I'll show you that in just one second. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Click OK again, and now notice how everything now reflects. Now, if I were to change any of these, just like how we saw with our earlier conditional formatting, it is dynamic. So one of these really, really low numbers that has the star, I'm going to make this super high. And now you'll notice that not only does this number change, but everything else that's potentially connected to that will also change, because this changes the whole curve of all the content. Really, really neat. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that one more time. I'm going to highlight all my content, come over here to conditional formatting, come back over here to manage rules, and this time when I edit it, I'm just going to say show icon only, because that's really all I care about. All my stores, etc. I just want to know where do they fall, but just on a more visual way. I don't really care about these numbers at this point. I'm going to click OK again, and now you can see, great. Now I'm getting kind of this rating system that's really only showing these icons and not the numbers themselves. So just like with everything else, please pause the video, practice this, see where you go with our content as well as your own data, and good luck, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Don't let your momentum stop here. Check out our recommended playlist for more helpful videos to boost your skills.